Hey, this is Raleigh with Open Source Inbound, and in this video I'm going to be talking about choosing a WordPress theme for inbound marketing. There's a lot to consider when you're choosing a theme for WordPress, but even more when you're looking to build a inbound marketing campaign on top of it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and dive in and show you guys some things in this video that will help you through that. So the first point I want to make is that we want to select our theme from a reputable theme marketplace. And what does that mean? It means don't just go out and buy or get the first free theme from the WordPress directory that you come across based on looks and call it good and move on. You can give yourself a much bigger head start if you take a few steps to ensure you're making the best choice when selecting your theme. So what someone might do if they were looking for one is go to Google and search for WordPress themes, and then there's some ads that come up here and whatnot. But if we just look here, the first result is going to be WordPress.org themes, and this is that free WordPress themes directory. We can see that there is over 2,700 themes with 112 million downloads. So people are just going nuts in here. And I'm not saying you can't find a quality theme in here, but when you get into the premium themes, you start to get a lot more features built in that are extremely helpful for your inbound marketing campaign, which I'll get to in a second. So what I recommend instead of the WordPress free themes is if we go back to Google and we just look at the next result down or other results, there's some marketplaces that you can choose from that kind of do all the heavy lifting for you. So the one I'm going to go through is Theme Forest, and you can see they've got it narrowed down by WordPress here. Awesome. And so when we land on this page, we can see that it has a bunch of the top themes listed, and they're sorted by date. But we can also sort them by rating or by sales or by price, which is even more important. So we don't really care if this is the newest theme on the market with 0 sales and 0 people standing behind it. We really actually probably want the one with the most sales, right? At which point we see these other themes that are some of the big names in themes with the big author names. And so that's more what you want to do right off the bat is select sales, or you could also do rating is another. You'll see some of the same themes here. Actually, they're quite different, but these are all good themes too. But you have to be careful because these ratings are based on 266 sales versus if we go to a theme with 87,000 sales, that's still 4.5 stars. So you got to think about that stuff. So make sure you select a theme from a top seller. Let's see, so this is one I know is a good one, Creasy, and this seller or author has multiple themes on the marketplace that they actively build and support, and so we know they're good. We can go to their profile here and see, oh wow, look at all these themes with so many downloads. This is going to be a good experience right here. So good. So select a theme from a top seller. So let's talk a little bit about the features to look for in a theme, and the theme I'm going to highlight in this video is going to be this Enfold theme, which is one of the top downloaded as well as rated themes on Theme Forest, and I'm not repping affiliated with them at all. I'm just going to use them as an example here and talk about the things you want to look for. So if you scroll down on the theme, you can read all about the author and see all the other stuff I was talking about, comments, check into all this stuff, do your due diligence. But let's get on down to the features. And so some of the features you want to look for are all the ones that I know this theme actually contains already, including responsive design. So it's going to show up whether they're on any browser, tablet, or smartphone. And it's going to make sure that your users can actually read your content and it looks good on their device. So that's very important that the theme comes with that versus trying to code in responsive layout and design to maybe a theme that doesn't come with that built in. So that's crucial. The next thing is going to be outstanding support. And so by that, what I mean is oftentimes when you try to get support for this theme, say you're having a problem doing something, you could just Google it and Google the theme name with it, so Enfold in this case, and there's going to be a ton of forum results that pop up of people who've already asked that exact same question, and they have support, that actually is probably already answered it. So I'm not just talking about the theme forest support, but I'm talking about the actual author support. Some of the best themes will actually also have paid support, where the authors of the theme say, hey, you know, that goes beyond our support agreement for free, but you know, if you want that custom development done, we have a guy who can do that for you for this much, which is really cool. So that helps a ton if you don't have the best development skills or developer on your team. Get someone who's really familiar with the theme. So another feature that I want to talk about is Retina ready. That's all important. Quick setup, that's important, but this theme options in the admin area is very important. So these are the little things like, oh man, I wish this theme, you know, the footer could just be this color instead of this color, or you know, I wish this text size could just be 1 point taller. So a good theme will have that all built into the WordPress backend, so you can just quickly make those edits without having to, you know, change any code or pull up any of that stuff. And so that's huge. Another theme feature I want to talk about that many of the top themes will have are documentation. So at Open Source Inbound, we're obviously all about documentation, and so we recommend themes that come with great documentation. So these themes show you how to do every single little thing within that theme, or the documentation does rather. And this one even has narrated videos showing you if you prefer that format. So make sure your theme comes with documentation that says, hey, here's how you do this on this theme in WordPress. Another important feature, which won't be relevant for everybody, is not just WooCommerce, but any sort of e-commerce integration. So it'll tell you if it's compatible with the top e-commerce platforms or plugins such as WooCommerce, and so this theme says, hey, you know, we play well with that. So that's good. Search engine optimization, you're going to get that with many of the top themes. They do things like nerdy stuff like schema markup, and they kind of just got the best SEO practices just built into it, which kind of takes away a lot of the heavy lifting if you were to say buy or get a free theme like I showed you before, or maybe try to develop your theme from scratch. This has got guys who know what they're doing, who made sure that that was included in the theme. So translation ready, that's important if you're doing multilingual stuff. Not going to highlight it so much here. The sliders and the portfolios, that kind of depends on what kind of site you have. But one I do want to talk about is the layout builder. And this makes drag and drop building of pages extremely easy, whether you want 2 columns, you want a 1/3 column, you want you know, a half-page column. If you want a testimonial dropped in there or a slider dropped in there, it's all drag and drop, so you never need to code anything necessarily if you don't want to. So this is so cool, and these layout builders have gotten so advanced that they actually work extremely well. So those layout builders are extremely important to consider if you're looking at a theme. Another thing I want to talk about here are the shortcodes. So these make it really easy as well to not have to use any code and still achieve things that you want, such as various content and media and layout elements, adding drop caps, icons if you want a colored button, maybe to call them to a landing page. Those are all very easy to do with shortcodes, and so using a shortcode is obviously much easier than any HTML or CSS code would be. They're designed to be simple and achieve what you're looking to do. So you obviously want good forms integrations, but that's not a huge deal. I think the last thing I'm going to talk about here in this list is the sidebar manager, which is really nice when it comes built into your theme, because with inbound marketing in WordPress, you want to be able to customize your content in your sidebars on your site to make it contextually relevant to the page content. So if you have content on a certain topic, you want your sidebar to really match that, in case you have, you know, call to action buttons over there to get the user to take a certain action. If your theme doesn't come with this, that's okay. There's good plugins out there that work with most any theme to achieve this as well, but it's always nice to have it fully integrated there. So those are some of the features that you want to kind of look for if you're hunting for a WordPress theme for inbound marketing. But I do want to talk about how to avoid choosing the wrong theme. And for that, I want to kind of go back to this directory here, and I kind of just like want to pick one here, and I haven't done this yet, so I don't know how well the one I pick initially is gonna be. But you can see, we're trying to pick this one versus on the theme forest site, and we can just automatically tell right off the bat that, it doesn't list the features necessarily, and it's just not going to be as robust or have the items that we really want out of it. So you get what you pay for, and most of these premium themes are under $100, if not under $50 even. If you just go back here, you can see, let's get out of the authors and go back to premium WordPress themes. So you can see all these top ones are right around 50 bucks, and so that'll save you so much time. This is another really good one here. And so, yeah, you get what you pay for there. So just don't skimp when you're selecting a theme, and pick one that's going to give you a running start. The last thing that I kind of want to mention is choosing a theme that was updated fairly recently. So I chose this one from the new themes directory. So it says last updated fairly recently, but if we go to themes, and let's go down to themes by, let's just search them. Let's search for a blue one. Maybe we're searching just by looks. And then we can go down, it's still, let's just go to like page 9 and see what comes up there. And so we'll click this one. And so this is a perfect example because we can see it wasn't updated since early in 2013, and it's obviously not going to have the features that we're looking for here. So you can do that same thing on Theme Forest. You want to pay attention to when it was last updated, because we know WordPress updates all the time, and so you want to choose a theme that's kind of updating along the way with it to stay compatible and utilize all the newest features of WordPress. So the last thing I want to leave you with is it's not all about looks. Let's click on this one. So we can see that, oh, come on, it'll load. Okay, that theme won't load, but let's see if we click this one. Let's try that real quick. Maybe none of them are going to work, but if we go to even Theme Forest and we go to date, and so then these are all the brand new ones again. Let's go to, so all the new ones are designed pretty well. So let's just look at this very first one that came up here, sorted by date. And so it's a pretty good looking theme, right? But what it might not have is some of the main features that we need out of it. So don't just like choose a theme because, oh, it looks cool, or oh, it has this one design element that I really wanted. More than likely you could pay a designer developer to get that theme, that design element into just about any theme you're looking for. So start and make sure it has all the robust features and all the other elements I kind of spoke about, and then say, does it roughly fit the look I'm going for, so that I can take it to where it needs to be. And so that's about it. All I have for you. That was kind of my final tip for choosing a WordPress theme for inbound marketing, and I hope that helps you as you go to select one to build your inbound marketing foundation upon. So thanks for listening. I hope you got a ton of value out of that. I'll talk to you soon.